What's going on? It's Ed here from ClicksGeek, and today we're going to go through September numbers. Nope, I lied. We're going to go through August numbers. So August 2021. We're going to go through total number of new clients that we took on. We're going to go through some things that we did and kind of give you a little bit of a breakdown. So for the month of August, we blew our forecasting out of the water. We were forecasting for 15 clients, and we actually took on 31. 31 was the total number. So let me break that number down. 26 of those were retail customers, so people that own local businesses. 5 of those were white label clients, so agencies and consultants that we work with. It used to be a year prior, it was actually the reverse of that, where it would have been like 20 plus white label, and then 5 or so retail. And in the last year, we've made a concerted effort to go the opposite way through our outbound efforts and different things that we're doing. And yeah, so that's sort of reversed for us on the back end. The reason we did that, fulfillment became a lot easier to handle and to grow when it's retail versus white label. White label, we've worked in, if I had to sit down and guess, I'd say over 100 industries, if not more. Industries, sub niches within the industries, all sorts of stuff. So for us, what we did was we dialed back on fulfillment into, let's call it 20 niches that we'll accept clients in. And we've more or less cut off the white label side of the business for the time being, just because it ate a lot of resources up. It was a very good business for us, but as COVID hit, we looked how we could restructure the business, and limiting the white label and going more towards the retail was an avenue that we went. It is more profitable for us, and it's easier to fulfill. It's easier for us to support. So it's an internal decision that we had made. So 26 were retail, 5 were white label. The white label none of them were new clients for us. They were existing clients or people we had relationships with prior. If you've submitted your information with us recently for white label pricing, you'll know that we have been sending overflow over to another colleague of ours because we haven't been accepting new clients into the program. So just something, we may open that up again in the future, but for right now, I'd say for the next quarter at least, that's going to be closed, just because we are heads down focused on the retail side of things. So I want to break down that 26. 3 of the 26, so let's call it 23, were actual sales that originated in August. 3 of them were clients that had canceled previously for whatever reason. No, I take that back. 2 were clients that had canceled previously that came back. One had a health issue. He came back after about a month pause. The other one had a licensing issue. And I know you watch this channel. I don't want to say your name, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. Welcome back. I was very excited to see your campaign come back. And thank you for your business. What was I going to say? He had a licensing issue. He had to sit for a test for the state, so he's back. So that was 2 of those. And then one of the other ones, I'm considering those bounce backs. One of those, or I should say a third of those, was actually a client that owns a business with lots of locations, and every couple months he brings on the next location. So I consider it a sale, but at the end of the day, it was like an internal upsell, if you will. So 23 of the 26 were true August sales. Then add those 3 in. That's 26 for the month. Add the 5 white label in, that brings us up to 31 for the whole month. Had we taken on all the white label business that was brought across, I think we could have probably taken on, my guess is 20 to 25 white label customers in addition. The issue was we would have had to staff up more on the back end, which we just weren't prepared for and didn't want to do, both from a support perspective, but also from an onboarding perspective. Some of the things that we changed were, instead of on white label side thing, you have to realize I don't really control the niches that the clients are in. So almost everything we're doing is custom to an extent. Yes, you're going to get niches where you can replicate and clone. If you use AdWords Editor, it's a clone and edit process. But what we found is if we can control the input, meaning the niches that we'll accept clients in, we can control that piece of it. It makes the fulfillment that much easier, because we can then clone and deploy within those particular niches. So it took our onboarding speed from on the white label side of things, and we were traditionally very fast on that. It took us from 2 to 4 business days, where other competitors in the space are like 2 weeks, 3 weeks to build everything out. We were 2 to 4 business days. For us now, we can actually do a retail onboard same day, if not next day. So we're same day, next day, 2 days max. More realistic is like a 1 day turnaround time to get you live in market. So we sold 4 yesterday. All 4 are being done today, and they're going to be live in market here pretty soon. So today. So 31 for the month. We have one other one that I think is actually going to close. I'm actually recording this on August 31st because I am busy Wednesday and Thursday. But I wanted to get this video because I think it's important for people to see what's possible in the heat of summer in August, when you're traditionally very slow. If you have sources of leads, you can do business. Now, I want to say a couple things here. We just offer Google Ad services. We don't offer anything else. We don't offer SEO services, web design. So our price that we charge for management is smaller than if you were charging also for SEO, web design, go high level implementation, something like that. Our average client was $600. So you can do the math on that, on what we brought in revenue wise, or adding to the recurring revenue. We did have some drop-offs, people that canceled in the month of August as well. I didn't go through and build out that into these numbers, but we did. It wasn't a big number. It was maybe 5. I'd have to look, of our total client count. So 31 new clients. What was I getting at with that? The setups. Each of these clients also paid a setup fee. Anywhere from $300 to $500 for the setup as well. So the reason we charge a setup fee is that helps, it helps cover our build-out costs and makes us more profitable earlier on it. It allows us to hire salespeople to help close these deals as well. That's something I want to bring up in a second. I'll bring that up I'll make a note here to talk about that in a sec. The setup fee helps deter or cover costs, so we can hire internally, hire a sales director, hire people in the onboarding phase to do all the cloning and editing and building out, and it just makes life, it makes the business operate smoother. You have more money to play with in terms of allocating resources and hiring team to get everything built out. Sorry, a little ramble there. All right. Coolest thing of all this for me for the month of August, this is not the most amount of clients that we've brought on in a month. We've gone higher than it in the past, and I think it was actually harder in the past because it would have been a scenario where the majority of this would have been white label, and a majority of it would have been, let's say, 50% custom, 50% clone and edit. That's a lot of custom work to be doing. So it weighed heavy on the team in terms of time. This 31, I don't want to say it was easy, but it wasn't very difficult. We could have that number at like 60. We have that capacity right now, maybe even 2 a day. So the way I look at it is 60 for us is 3 onboards per day, Monday through Friday. With current setup, I think we could be at 60. We go higher than that, we're probably going to hire another onboarder to help with the clone and edit process to build someone out and get them launched. One thing I want to say is we hired a sales director this month. For me, I love selling this stuff. I really do enjoy it. So it was very bizarre. It was a very strange month for me to sit back and hand over control to someone else, to put him inside of our process and our documentation and our controls and just let him rip and do his thing. It was strange. I took a 10-day vacation where I'd check in like once or twice a day on onboards, and I'd bang through some emails. But other than that, he closed 20 of the 31. The 3 layups were just email, or the 3 comebacks were just emails. And then the 5 white labels were all emails while they were current client type stuff. So 8 of the 31. So he closed 8, 31. He closed all of them, all the retail except for 3 plus the 5 white labels. He closed the rest. So it's very strange to me to sit back and just experience someone else doing that, and me maturing in my role into becoming more of the president of the company. And I've never had someone else do the sales force, and it's just strange for me because I really enjoy that piece of it. But I'm enjoying the sales management side of it and watching things happen and watching the pieces fall into play. I'm enjoying it. It's taking some time getting used to it, but I'm enjoying it. Justin is doing a great job, and he's picking this stuff up very quickly and is very effective at what he's doing. He exceeded his monthly goal by 30%, 33% for what we were expecting. So he's doing well, and I'm happy for him. He had a monster first month, or first full month in selling. He came in like the end of July. So yeah, I mean his annualized salary with commissions and his base that he gets now, he's in like the mid six-figure range already in his first month or so in the business. So he's excited. He hit the ground running. I'm excited for him. He's a very fast learner. He gets it, and he loves selling. He's passionate about it like I am. So it's fun to watch him grow and get things and understand things and be able to put things through his own decision tree that we've been working on, and it's awesome. He's doing great. What else? I think that's really it. I just wanted to go over the numbers. People ask about these sometimes. At some point, I'll share the overall revenue number. I'm just not comfortable doing that yet. But I'd rather go over just number of clients. I mean, you can do the math on it. Number of clients, and then also I gave you what our average customer value was, and that's it. Yeah, so 31 for the month. Majority was retail. 26 of the 31 were retail, which is a win for us because if we look back over a year ago, that would have been inversed, would have been the opposite. So I'm very excited for this change of pace, and very excited for September. We thought August was going to be a slow month or a slower month, and we under projected or under forecasted. We're really excited for September. We think we're going to hit the ground running, have a really good September, and we're excited for September, October, November, and December. Finish the year out strong, hit the fourth quarter strong, and build some momentum going into January. So you figure August is technically or historically a slow month in biz. September is usually ramp up. People are like, okay, we've got to start advertising again. Vacation's over. It's time to go. September, October, November, maybe a little bit of lull towards the end of the month for Thanksgiving. And December, you get a lot of exploratory conversations like, oh, I want to hit the ground running in January. And then January, you get a big ramp up again as well. So I'm excited. I'm raring to go. Looking forward to this, and I think we're going to have a good rest of the year. And yeah, I'm very excited about the future. That's it for today. If you guys need anything, this is Ed here. I don't even know if I introduced myself. I don't know why I always leave this to the end of the video. This is Ed from ClickSgeek. We're a Google Premier Partner Agency. We specialize in lead gen for local businesses, and that's what we do. So if you need a Google ad campaign built and managed to generate leads for your local business, give us a shout. I'll drop an application link below this video. Just fill that out. We'll set up a time to talk, and we'll go from there. If you need help building campaigns and landing pages and using direct mail to get clientele and all that kind of stuff, I'll drop a link to some of our courses and services below as well. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to note. We hired some cold callers this month and bringing on a few more. We took on 5 new clients via outbound. The rest of this was inbound via our various methods. I'll cover that in another video, but I just wanted to say that 5 of the 31 were outbound. So for us, that is a success based on the money we put into the salary, the training, the tools that they're using, everything. We're very happy with that outcome. 5 is a good place to be at. It's month 1 positive, so we're happy there. We're looking to scale that up and look to continue to grow that as we go. So that's it for today. If you guys need anything, give me a shout, leave a comment below, let me know what you think. Take care.